us do that. With you being right next door, it looks way better for us if we have two right next to each other. So ADT will actually pay for your whole security system today. And then you literally are just doing that because the neighbor has it next door. And then be like, yeah, you know Miss James? Oh yeah, she's been here forever. And it helps you just build credibility and build rapport with people in the neighborhood. And if you ever wonder like how you get so much information out of people in your neighborhood, it's from building credibility and rapport with other people, and then you use them in your pitch. So if I'm going to talk to my go back here, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, Mr. Battle, we were working with him, blah, blah, blah. And then they're more likely to tell you something about themselves because you know something about the neighbors. So I'd say just street sheet effectively. So does everybody know how to street sheet, like what to press on and everything?
Yeah.
Not really? Okay. Khalid, do you know how? A little bit? A little bit? Okay. Alright, so we'll go over street sheeting. So, one thing that I never press, I never hit visited, because if I hit visited and I put, oh, they're not home, now it makes the house yellow. Psychologically, like if you see yellow, it's like caution. If you see green, green just means go. So if I knock on somebody's door, they don't answer, I just leave it green. So then I know to go back to that house. And I just leave it green. Now let's say I go back and then the guy tells me no. So you have a couple different options. And you can use this to help. The reason we have this is so, and we have so many options, is so like, let's say you presented, you did your pitch, but they weren't interested. Okay, why weren't they interested? You mark one down, it all goes on a tally. Then you can see each reason for why that person wasn't interested, like at the end of the year, or like at the end of the month. You could be like, okay, I had 10 people who wouldn't do it after I pitched them because of their spouse. I had 5 who said they can't afford it. I had 3 walkthroughs, but they still weren't interested. And then you know what you need to work on. You know, at the end of that week or at the end of that month, you can go back and look and see why they weren't interested in all that. So then you know what to work on moving forward so you can sell more people and broaden your numbers a little bit. So you can do that. And then obviously, like if you have a callback at a certain time, you can put it on here. Not qualified as for film credits and renters. Now, if they have ADT, or let's say they have an ADT sign or like stickers on their house, every time I see that, I'm going to click this button here. Okay, so I click this button up here, and then that'll tell me if they have ADT or if they've ever had it in the past. Sometimes it takes a long time. And then it says no DAV, so that means they didn't have it and they never have. So we'll go to Mr. Battle here, and let's see what his says. Because he had an ADT sign in his yard. That's a good one. He didn't pay his bill, so you can't work with them. You just gotta depends on how much they owe. So, and then so like yeah, these purple ones are go backs. So that's when you have to go back at a certain time. This is for competitors. So if somebody has Vivint or like one of the other companies and they say no, or if they're in a contract, I'll just write one of these. Okay. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Now let's say you have a customer and they're interested, and then you're qualifying them. All you have to do is press this blue plus button up here in the top right, and it puts all of their information into the thing already, so you don't have to go and type it all in. It already has their address, their zip code, their city, all of that stuff. Then the only thing you need, and you always want to make sure that you're talking to the right person, because these names that it gives you is not always accurate, right? So be like, all right, are you Mr. Lemuel? Okay, cool. And what's a good phone number for you? And you type it in, and then you confirm their info on here, and then you say, all right, and then your birthday. And then that's how you get to qualify a customer. Okay. Now we'll also go through, oh, I'll show you one more thing on there. What you can also do is you can write notes on these houses. So let's say I'm at Scott Harris's house, and then I see the red car, home, So that means
For go bags, right?
Right. Yeah. So like if I see a go back, and let's say she says her husband has a silver truck. Okay. Look for silver truck.
Should be
at
around
6. Yeah. And then so I can have this in here, so then I can go back and remember what I need to look for. You can also, it's really effective. You can write people's names too, and that's a big one for me because I mean we talk to so many people, I forget names like left and right. So let's say I talk to Sheila, and her husband's name is Tom, and that's who I'm coming back to talk to. So I'll write down Tom. So then when I get there, I'm going to say, oh hey, what's up, Mr. Tom? Yeah, I was talking with Sheila earlier. We were looking at a couple of cameras, whatever.
That way you don't have to reintroduce yourself and retry to figure out names.
Right, yeah, so you already know who you're going to be talking to, and you have their names and all that saved.
Makes a little bit of better connection.
So what you can do is you can save all that info here. It's just supposed to help you, and you can remember. Or like, let's say I'm not selling this person, but they told me they had a car break-in, so I'll write down car break-in here, and then like with the details and everything from what that person told me. So you can have all of that on there. Now, also what you can do. So your solar leads, if you ever get solar leads, you can do that on here as well. So
would you click the green one?
Is it fixed?
Yeah. Do what?
Is it fixed?
Yeah. Don't know. Let's see.
I know Pat had a question about how it was working too. Anybody have any questions on how you get the solar leads?
You had a question on how to get a solar lead?
Oh yeah.
Well, my teacher apprentice over here will help you out with that later on.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm just fine with you. So yeah, if you ever want to get a solar lead, literally all you gotta do is just say, hey, yeah, we just partnered with a local solar company. Not only does ADT help you protect the home, but we're also gonna help you save a little bit of money on your electric bill. And then I'll pull this up and just kind of let him watch it while I'm talking. Yeah, the guy Zach, he's super cool. He knows what he's doing. He'll come by and explain everything. I just take a picture of your bill. You want to grab it for me? That's literally all you say. And then what you do when you get the bill, just take a picture of it, and then if they fixed it, I don't know if they fixed it yet. Let's see. I don't want to blow up my camera. Let's see if they fixed it. Yeah, so they did fix it, I think.
Oh, you just pick a timer.
Yep, so you just pick a time. You usually just pick the same time as your installation.
Once I press time.
Whenever your security system's getting installed, just say, yeah, he'll just drop in whenever the system's getting installed. Okay? So then that way, one, it helps the technician do his job faster because the customer's not up his ass like, oh, well, this and this and this and this. Like, the technicians, like, they deal with customers all the time. It's annoying as hell because customers. But, and then, yeah, so just schedule it for your thing. You hit schedule like normal, and then you're good to go. And then just tell him, yeah, Zach's dropping by. He'll pay you $50 to just hear him out. And then you can say you can use that for the first month of your ADT bill. So that way they'll just hear him out. And if he gets the deal, you make $500, literally just for taking a picture of the bill. So it's like the easiest $500 you'll ever make. And then, yeah, so you have like, no, I've never even clicked on these. Yeah, so if you want to watch the training videos or anything like that, that's all in here. I'm sure you guys have looked at that. The online training stuff's really good too. If you go in here, they have a lot of really good content that you can watch just for extra training and everything like that. So you can go see what some of the top guys in the company do and say, and all that good stuff. Hello? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I don't know, I'll have to take that up